Welcome once again to Sustainable Saturdays here at Buckwheat Farms Magic Emporium and Ballroom. It is the first night that we're having a freeze warning, which means it's going to get, we could have a chance of frost this evening. So we'll have a lot to do to winterize things around the farm. The first thing will be a continuation of last week's episode a little bit in filling in the greenhouse. We were fortunate enough to come across three really nice windows. They're aluminum windows. I think they're 30 something by 50 something windows, and I'm going to incorporate those in the greenhouse, which will help close up some of the gaps, and also will give us an opportunity, because these windows actually open in the summertime. I won't have to remove windows to facilitate air getting through the greenhouse so that it doesn't get too hot in there. Here's some other things I've got to do. Closing up the chicken coops. They've got an area there I'll close up, and try to get something set up for my my bunnies. They're pretty good, but 32 degrees is pushing it for them, and get a little something that I can get some warmth for them. If nothing else, I'll get a blanket and throw over their cages, and that'll keep some of the cold air out and keep the warmth in. But anyway, without further ado, let's get to it. So here are my three new windows that I have. As you can see, they're in really good condition there, and like I said, they will slide up and down so that I can actually open them up and have some wind blowing through. But this is one of the neat things that we found in committing to this sustainable permaculture lifestyle, is that the stuff that we need just kind of shows up. We were just riding around doing some of our mundane work, and these were laying out by the side of the road. In fact, I've got to go back, and the guy said I can come back and pick up another one. And then later on, someone saw these in the back of my truck, and another guy says, I've got a window that I'm going to be taking out in a few weeks. Gave me his number so I could check back with him. So I've actually got two more windows coming. So one of these definitely will go in this end here. I'm going to have to make some rearrangements and how things are and pull the windows out. But hopefully I'll be able to get the windows where I can get the entire section windowed in eventually. Let's get to it. Well, the first part of installing this end is done, as I've taken out all of the plastic that was up there and both windows that were here. Now, these window units are like 30 something this way and 52, I think this way. I think it's 32 and 52. And of course, there's no opening in my greenhouse that is that size. So I may be doing a little jigsawing and jigsaw puzzling, I guess I should say, and moving some of the other windows around to try to fill it in completely. So we'll see. I don't want to get too much of dismantling and putting back together the greenhouse, but I do want to get it as tight as I can. Well, we got one of the new windows in here, as you can see. Let me back up a little bit here. And I took one of the windows from the back end of the greenhouse where I'm doing some changes back there, cut it down, and made this section here completely solid. Now I will have to come back and put this plastic back up top, because those areas don't have, it's just an odd shape, and I don't have anything that fits those areas. Plus, in the summertime, I will be taking those out so that the heat can circulate up and out through there. Well, that finished up this end for right now, and we'll go to the other end and see where we can fit the rest of these windows in. It's great to have a bounty. So I've removed all the windows and everything, all the plastic here from the south end of the greenhouse, and now I've got all these windows here that I'm going to try to jigsaw puzzle in here. We'll see how it goes. So I've finished the back end here. Wasn't able to utilize the big glass, but I did get a nice little area there. And then over here I've got this area here closed in with the bigger windows we got, and I rearranged this some, but it's getting a little late, and I want to get this thing closed up before it gets too cold this evening. Don't want to get caught behind the 8 ball on it. So that's all I'm going to do today, but I've got it enclosed pretty well. Now I'll go get the heaters. So it's evening time, and we're back from running some errands, and I wanted to show you the heating system, as I call it. I've set up in here. I've got these terracotta pots, and it's set on some blocks, and there's a large candle inside that, and it'll heat up the pot and warm up the pot and send some warm air in here. And I've got another one set up over here as well. I may end up lowering the pots down on top of them to get them a little warmer this evening, because it's going to be a very cold evening. Let me try that, and I'll show you after I get that done. Okay, so I lowered the pots a little bit on top of the candle. There's still got some room for the air to come in here, and already I can tell, oh yeah, it's getting a lot warmer around those. Same thing over here. So that'll generate a lot more warmth within the pots, and I'll check back in a little bit to see how much warmer it is in here. It is getting down to 32 tonight, so I hope it'll be warm enough in here for my plants. And I'm going to leave the grow light on a little bit, let them get a little more light, and I'm going to go sit by the fire and enjoy this evening. Okay, so that has made a good deal of difference as I can feel the warmth. Gosh, this much above the pot. What is that? A good 3 feet. I can feel a good bit of warm air. It's not like hot, but I can tell a difference in the temperature. So I believe, and it is, of course, the water itself, the plant material, just being enclosed, the air itself will be a heat sump, which will hold the heat. So I think it should be okay for tonight. Now to go to the fire. So here it is, the fire's blazing. My pigs are complaining because the smoke's floating over the pig pasture right now. I think it woke them up. But now they know it's just me. They're okay. Got the greenhouse filled in. Got one extra window left over, and then Charlene and I actually went and picked up another window, big window, aluminum window today. And if I don't have anywhere to put them in the greenhouse or on the greenhouse, I can use them for cold frames. And tomorrow I'm going to go meet with someone to talk with them about pig shares in Middle Georgia Agora, so I'm really excited about that. So anyway, the week ended well and has started out well as well. And hope you join us next time for Sustainable Homestead. Make sure you like us and subscribe. Namaste.